For 40 years, China operated as the factory of the world, fueled by a relentless cycle of infrastructure building and export growth. But that cycle is losing its momentum, and the global economy is starting to feel the friction. The first signs emerged in the trade ledgers. In August 2023, Chinese goods exports dropped 8.8% year-over-year, as demand from major partners like Europe weakened significantly. This external pressure is compounding a much deeper crisis at home: the collapse of the domestic property market, a sector that has historically been the primary engine for Chinese wealth and investment. While government support has helped some projects reach completion, it hasn't been enough to restart the heart of the industry. New housing starts remain in a deep contraction, leaving a massive backlog of stalled inventory and frozen capital across the country. With export demand cooling and the property market stalling, the twin pillars that supported China's rise are no longer providing their usual stability. The mechanism that generated decades of explosive economic growth is now struggling under the weight of its own overcapacity. When mainland China finally ended its zero-COVID policy at the close of 2022, the expected surge in growth was lopsided. While service sectors rebounded, the industrial recovery was sluggish, and a new crisis began to emerge in the labor market. The most alarming symptom is the rising youth unemployment rate. Despite the economy reopening, millions of young workers are finding themselves blocked from the career paths that fueled previous generations. This lack of opportunity is changing consumer behavior. Young people are increasingly cautious, refusing to take on debt, delaying home purchases, and putting off starting families. This creates the risk of a middle-income trap. This is a structural ceiling where an emerging economy grows to a certain level but then stalls out, unable to transition into a high-income society because domestic consumer confidence has frozen. The government has attempted to use modest fiscal stimulus to jumpstart activity, but this grassroots caution is neutralizing those efforts. It is difficult to rebuild an economy from the top down when the consumers at the bottom are focused on survival. As the domestic engine slows, Beijing is shifting its strategy. The era of prioritizing growth at all costs has been replaced by a much more defensive international posture. During the 20th Party Congress, President Xi Jinping signaled that China's top priority is now economic security. The goal is to reduce the nation's vulnerability to external pressures, even if it means slower overall expansion. This shift comes as the United States ramps up its own economic offensive. The Biden administration has imposed strict new limitations on the export of advanced semiconductor technologies to China. These advanced microchips are the essential lifeblood of the modern global industry. By restricting access to them, the U.S. is intentionally targeting China's ability to compete in the next generation of high-tech manufacturing. China has its own leverage, however. It controls the majority of the world's mining and production for elements critical to the green energy transition, the materials needed for solar panels, essential battery components, and electric vehicles. The domestic economic struggle has mutated into a zero-sum technological conflict. Global companies now find themselves forced to navigate supply chains that have been heavily weaponized by both sides. These tensions have fueled a theory that China will use its currency, the renminbi, to replace the US dollar as the world's reserve currency. But the economic reality is more complex. To become a global reserve currency, a nation must have a free-floating, market-determined exchange rate and a fully open capital account, allowing money to move in and out of the country without restriction. Beijing has consistently refused to relinquish state control over its financial system to meet these requirements. For China, maintaining domestic security is more important than achieving currency supremacy. Because of this commitment to state control, the yuan cannot realistically threaten the dollar's position in the global financial system in the near future. Even without a currency war, the Chinese slowdown is creating a global shockwave, particularly in the commodities markets that rely on Chinese industrial output.
This chart shows the impact on energy. Chinese oil demand growth will plummet from 940,000 barrels per day in 2023 to 480,000 in 2024. This hits G20 economies like South Korea and Australia especially hard, straining trade relationships. As international companies look to minimize their exposure to Chinese geopolitical risks and technology restrictions, they are searching for a new manufacturing base. India is emerging as the primary beneficiary. By leveraging initiatives like Make in India, the country is capturing the high-tech manufacturing capacity that is moving away from Chinese borders. The combination of a domestic economic stall and an external technology war is reconfiguring the foundations of global trade. As manufacturing centers migrate to new hubs, the world is moving into a more fragmented economic landscape, one where China is no longer the singular engine of global growth.